Hi, I'm Rowena from McMorgan Next Practice Marketing. Now, in the last video, we talked about the experience gap, the customer experience gap, and why it's so important to start to improve your customer experience. What I'm going to talk to you about today are the two critical pieces which enable you to do that. Now, if you think about the customer, okay, we need to bring the customer and their needs into the organization. So outside in is all about customer success. So how do we bring the customer in? And that can be really hard in organizations that have been set up and are still set up for product push. If you think of most organizations that are more than 20 years old, they are set up for product push in that there may be R&D or the development team, and they identify, here are the products we have, here's how you need to talk about the marketing because this is the product we have to sell, and then sales, here's how you need to go and find customers for our product. Well, that doesn't really work anymore. You have to start with the customer because they have so much choice. So to do that, you have to bring them in right to the start of the cycle. And that's why this is a loop. We need to bring them into our organization right at the very start, so we're not doing stuff that they really don't care that much about, but we're doing the stuff that will really surprise and delight them. Now, how do we do that is what this video series is about. It's all about how do you bring the customer in and actually shift from product push to customer first. And we'll talk about how to do that in detail in this video series. But before we go into that, I do want to recognize that there's a second part to this. And this is, how do we get our employees to really engage and understand what customer first looks like? It's customer culture. It's how do we go from the inside out, so what the customer needs, our people creatively deliver and design and innovate to deliver that. And they don't just stop with what's okay today, they're consistently reinventing exactly what that looks like to continue to perform. Now, if you think of great organizations, like the Amazons, etc., they're always using and getting and enrolling their employees to find different ways to raise that customer experience expectation. So we need our employees to basically come up with those ideas that will take the customer experience to the next level. And this is fundamentally about culture. Now, culture has many parts, and it's also something which you can develop by design rather than default, but it requires a very different type of focus and approach than just bringing the customer in. Now, our knowledge and experience from working with large organizations and top 500 companies is that you should start with the customer success and customer in first. And then once that's defined, understand how you can create this customer first culture. So the video series will start with this, and then the second part will go on to this. But fundamentally, this is all about how you create your business for the future, where you continue to innovate and elevate above customer expectations. I'm Rowena from McMorgan, and we look forward to working with you. Hi, it's me again. If you enjoyed this video series, then maybe you want to think about coming to one of our training programs, because not only do we go into a lot more detail around the frameworks that you've seen, we actually provide live examples, real case studies, and role plays so that you actually understand exactly how to do this back in your job. So don't delay, come and join us. We would love to see you there.